Hello friends. Now in today's class we will discuss about the torque which is acting on the particles or the rotating object. Okay. So here it is the concept of the rotational motion. So consider this diagram. Here in this diagram it is an object of uneven shape which is rotating along a axis which is passing through the body. Okay. Now here we require torque. So torque जर find out करायचं असेल तर basically from where we have to start for that what is torque that is important. त्याच्यावरून आपल्याला आयडिया येते की what we are going to find here. Okay. So torque is what? How it is defined? It is also called as a couple. It is the product of force means two perpendicular forces when they are acting in the opposite direction to each other on the same object, then there is production of couple. So couple it is defined as, or torque it is defined as product of magnitude of one of these forces and the perpendicular distance between these two forces. Means force into displacement or force into distance, it is nothing but the torque. So for this first we require the force. Okay. And for force, what is formula for force? It is mass into acceleration. Okay. So by Newton's second law, force it is mass into acceleration. Okay. Now C means here we have to first find the acceleration of the rotating body. So keep in mind we will start with the acceleration to find the torque. So according to that we will manage our diagram here, or we consider the concepts only with the acceleration. Okay. Now this is our object which is rotating along this axis. Now divide this in number of particles. So in diagram we have taken only 3, m1, m2, m3. It's a distance from the axis, it will be r1, r2, r3 respectively. Now the object will rotate with a constant angular acceleration as shown here, alpha, angular acceleration alpha. It is same for all particles. Okay. Now whenever this object will rotate, the force will act on each particle, and that force it is different for different particles. So that is shown in this diagram also. For first particle force is F1 and whose value is given here m1a1. For second particle F2 is equals to m2a2. For third particle it is F3, it is equal to m3a3, mass into acceleration. And the direction of the forces also shown here. The direction of forces are always tangential. Okay, so when this particle, suppose particle A1, it is performing the rotation motion, it is nothing but the circular motion for that particular particle. Okay. Now tangent of along that circular path, it will represent the force, direction of the force of that particle. So here the direction of the forces, tangential direction means straight line directions are for forces, and angular acceleration it is in the rotational direction. Okay, so this is about the diagram. Now for theoretical consideration, suppose this object is divided into n number of particles of different masses m1, m2, m3 up to the mm, and each particle having distance from the axis of rotation is r1, r2, r3 and up to the rn. Okay. Now we know that from the diagram also each particle has different acceleration, linear acceleration a1, a2 up to the a, and all particles having the same angular acceleration, that is alpha. Okay. Now we'll start with the expression. Now first we'll apply the condition that relation between linear acceleration and the angular acceleration. We know that linear is equals to r into angular. So for first particle a1 is equals to r1 into alpha. Okay. Alpha is same for all, so it is only alpha. r1 distance of first particle, a1 linear acceleration for first particle. a1 is equals to r1 into alpha. Similarly for second, a2 is equals to r2 into alpha and up to the nth particle. an is equals to rn into alpha. Okay. So this is linear acceleration. Now find the force. Acceleration आला है. Now find the force, mass into acceleration. So for first particle we will find the force. For first particle, force will be given as F1. It is m1 into a1. So first particle mass m1, acceleration, linear acceleration a1. Now just we derive that a1, it is nothing but the r1 into alpha. So substitute here, F1 is equals to m1 r1 alpha. Okay. Similarly for all forces we will get here that F2 is equals to m2 r2 alpha up to nth particle. Fn is equals to mn rn alpha. Okay. Now this is about the force. Now find the torque. Now torque for each particle it will be different. Okay, because distance between forces it will be changing. So for first particle, torque is represented as τ1. τ1 is a symbol for torque. So τ1 is equals to, formula it is force into displacement. So F into R. So for first particle, force is F1 and distance is R1. So for first particle torque τ1 is equals to F1 R1. आणि F1 आपण जस्ट आता काढलेला होता M1 R1 alpha into this R1. So ultimately we are getting τ1 is equals to M1 R1 square into alpha. Similarly, all torque we can find with this relation. In similar pattern, if we derive for second, third and nth particle, we will get here τ2 is equals to M2 R2 square alpha. τ3 is equals to M3 R3 square alpha. Similarly for nth, τn is equals to Mn Rn square alpha. Okay. Now the total torque acting on this total object, how we can find? Simple, we have to add all the torque together. So the total torque acting on this will be τ is equals to τ1 plus τ3, sorry τ2 plus τ3 up to the τn. So substitute each value. After substituting each value, we will get here that M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square plus M3 R3 square up to Mn Rn square in one bracket, and alpha is common from all terms. So take this alpha as a common. Now observe this bracket. This bracket, it is nothing but the moment of inertia. It is the sum of the mass and the square of the distance. Okay, so mr square represent करतो हा total bracket. So it is nothing but the moment of inertia I. So τ is equals to nothing but ultimate, finally we are getting here I into alpha. This is the torque acting on the rotating body, total torque on the body, moment of inertia of the object into the alpha. So I into alpha is torque. Now observe here, this torque is analogous with the force. Torque is equals to I into alpha. If I replaced with m, mass, alpha replaced with a, acceleration, linear acceleration, then it is mass into acceleration, that means force. So again here we can say that moment of inertia, it is analogous with the mass in the translation motion. Okay. So hope you understand this derivation for the torque, and the final formula we get here τ is equals to I alpha. If you have any doubt regarding any step, please comment here, like our videos, share it.